Nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
Not great.
Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice!
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Is that necessary? I can see some right there.
Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
Okay, I will. Okay, so welcome back everybody to Alan Wake. This is part 4, the start of episode 2, Taken. And it's a bit of a flashback, it seems. 3 years ago in New York City. I guess this is where we live when we're not traipsing around in Bright Falls, getting trapped in strange dimensions and possibly time traveling to where, you know, the cabin used to be. I don't know. There's the coffee maker, though. Lovely weather.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, lovely weather. And it's New York City as well, so... I don't know. Are we going to bump into Max Payne? That would be quite something. The right weather for it. Anyway, let's go see what Alice is up to. Gee, this is a pretty nice place, actually.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No
Oh,
kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Oh, did I? Okay, so this is my office, and that's my desk. Ah.
These look really good.
Oh, I see. She does those.
Until Barry gets his hands on
Oh,
them,
hang on.
Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body.
Check it out. I just picked up a manuscript page, and I haven't been doing this for the first 3 episodes, really. But what I'm going to do from here on in is read every single one I find as soon as I find them. Even if they're not in order, even if they don't make too much sense, I'll do it because that's the way you're meant to do it, apparently. I've got 2, it seems. The sudden stop 1.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head.
Is that Max?
A rerun of my own private snuff movie.
It is.
A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
Was that Max Payne 2 or the end of Max Payne 1? Okay, hang on. Let's try the second page.
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now, my wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
The
Wow!
last time.
What? So, hang on, did Alan Wake
Barry, he called.
write Max Payne? Oh, hang on.
Alan, please check the fuse box.
Oh, I see the
I'm right
lights,
here.
right.
I'm on it, honey.
Please.
I don't have a flashlight right now either. Oh, okay. Just by the door, sure. Let's see. Oh. Oh,
Honey,
there you go,
it's a
found it.
power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay.
You right? Am I blinding you? Probably.
Hi.
It's not even that dark.
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Okay, back to the present day. And I know I've got subtitles on, but that seems pointless.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
Not great.
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Somehow I don't think that's going to
We're
happen.
done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah Breaker is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Oh, it's her. We saw her at the diner, didn't we? Still playing with the lights.
Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
And off she
Mr.
goes.
Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Right.
That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town. Refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
Okay. Everyone else might see her as some senile old woman who's bothering people for no reason, but I think she knows what's going on around here, and I think I need to talk to her, really.
The sheriff
Maybe get that
wants to
lantern.
see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
I'm going. Okay. Down here on the left, I guess. Missing posters. Am I here? Or is my wife here? Who are these people? Richard Bruce Jacob Miller? Are these the developers by any chance? I figure this could be like an inside joke, really. Who's this guy? Oh yeah, we can read that too. Sure. Knack for winning contests. Is that a cat? Yep, looks like it. But here we are, Sarah Breaker, the sheriff.
Come in, Mr. Wake.
Ah.
Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Oh yeah. Got it.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
That's the one.
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Whoa.
Who is this?
I didn't expect that.
There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought
This
he
way?
quit drinking for good.
Oh, no such...
Right, I didn't expect like a kidnap and ransom situation, to be honest. Let's have a look in here. Ah, there you go. Another coffee thermos. I think I've actually missed a few of these. Oh, and a manuscript page as well. So I'm going to still pick as many as I can up anyway. Okay, let's continue Max's story, I suppose. Oh no, sorry. Alice sees a shadow. What?
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
No, she saw it. She saw her. She's the antagonist in this story. I'm still not exactly sure who she is. I'm thinking maybe I created her in one of my books and she's come to life or something, but I'm not sure. Anyway, she gave me some time-traveling keys, apparently. Gave us access to a cabin that hasn't been there for 40 years. Here we go.
Hey, you! Can you help me? Can you turn the lights on?
Wish I could, mate. He seems to know there's something going on as well. So it's like the people lurk in the darkness and everyone seems to know but me, you know? Oh hey, another page as well.
Please help me, man! I hate this!
And this one is The Dark Presence in the Diner.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
This dark presence, is that the woman that we met in the diner? The one that gave us the keys? Possibly.
Can't stand the dark in it! Please turn the lights on!
Oh man. I wish I could. I feel like if I leave you, I'm gonna condemn you to death, but I've got to go to the back lot.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache.
Check it out.
The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Okay, I'll get to that in a sec, but we do have a coffee thermos to pick up, and another radio.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time...
Over there? Oh, I see. That's the junker? Right. There it is. Okay, so how do we do that? Climb over here? Yeah, we can. There's a hole in the fence. Can we just move this out of the way? Or, nope, kick it down. Nice. And that's another manuscript page as well. Okay. Wake at Lover's Peak.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall and the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
It really feels like we're reading a spoiler here. Maybe we are, maybe we're not. But the guy on the phone mentioned Lover's Peak. This is something that is yet to happen. Maybe it will. Weird. Very weird. Okay,
Alice's
so...
driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Is that him again?
Ow, thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go.
There we go.
I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Oh god, I'm trapped! Why can't I jump over this? What the hell? Okay. What? How did that work? Weird. Right, we need to leave. Okay. So, what excuse are you going to make up? Ah, it's so dark in here. Is he asleep? Whoa!
There is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness.
It's me again.
Shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
And the TV's fried, it seems. So, okay. Again, just like I said last time, if I'm right with my speculation, don't tell me, because I want to keep myself spoiler free. But I'm thinking right now that everything he's writing is coming true.
Damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and
Let's just leave, I suppose.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh,
whoa!
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
Is he a fan of Captain Baseball, that boy, I wonder? Because that voice is familiar.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
He hasn't got time for it. He has.
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody.
Wow.
This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No.
Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do
Check
you
it out.
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
He has a point, honestly. He has a point. Right, so that's Rusty, apparently. Let's go meet him. Or have we already met him? Oh, that's Max, the dog.
I'm almost done. Hey, Rusty, right?
Oh, yeah, him,
Where are my
right.
cabins? Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here.
Aw.
Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay.
Bucktooth Charlie.
Sure.
Okay, let's do that.
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park.
Oh, bloody hell, I've got two conversations going at once.
Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
Oh, Bucktooth Charlie, I
It's
see.
my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing. Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
Oh, man, this is messing with my head. Is that Vinnie from Max Payne 2? I want to say yes, but maybe it's just a similar sounding voice. Maybe it's the accent throwing me off. I don't know. Right, I've signed the form. What next?
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake.
It's as easy as that, apparently.
You're staying here.
Thanks.
Brilliant.
Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Right, okay, well that seems to be my next destination.
If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that.
Right. I see. That's a long way away. But sure. Okay, cool.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear
Pretty
that
much.
from people who end up spending time in
Hang on.
padded rooms.
What's over here? Oh, couple of doors.
Wearing white shirts with too long tangled up
Ah, nothing.
and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff.
I'm sorry to keep cutting the dialogue off because I'm sure it's brilliant, but we gotta go.
Easy talk, Al. Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her.
What did the light do to
Not a
you?
goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again.
That's a movie I need to rewatch.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what.
Oh dear, he moans a lot, doesn't he?
So not worth a 15% commission.
Ah, another thermos. Okay, now we need to head to Lover's Peak if we want any chance of seeing my wife alive again. Which is really weird. How did she manage to get kidnapped? She fell into the lake, didn't she? I really want to know what happened in that missing week. This way? Seems so.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Locking the door now.
Alright, we're not going back in. Seems like a nice place. Not quite Cauldron Lake, but seems to be alright. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this part of Alan Wake. In part 5, we'll head to Lover's Peak. See you then.
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Oh! I've got 2, it seems. The sudden stop 1.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head.
Is that Max? Can we just move this out of the way? Or, nope, kick it down. Nice. There we go.
I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Oh god, I'm trapped! Why can't I jump over this? What the hell? Okay. What? How did that work?